Good morning, everybody. Dr. Bob here on a Wednesday in beautiful Monmouth, Oregon. A little foggy this morning as I get ready to head out the door to run. Actually, I'm teaching a course at the local community college, Temecula Community College. But anyway, that aside, just want to take a few minutes today to talk to you, first of all, about the exams. I've graded all the exams that were turned in. A few of you still outstanding, need to get those into me by tonight. The scores were outstanding. I mean, just an awesome job on the exams, I want to say. All of you either scored perfect or near perfect on the exam, so that's outstanding. And nobody scored below an A. So just outstanding work. The things I did mark out for, whether it was 5 or 10 points, had to do with a couple of different things. One, some of you put the 4 categories in there, just A, B, C, D, but you didn't explain what they were or define them. And that's an important part of any paper that you do, an academic paper. Don't assume that the reader knows what they are. Now, I know what they are, and you knew what they were, but you have to think in a little broader terms. And as I always tell students, don't ever write a paper that you're not going to use again. Who knows, you may use this paper again someday down the road. A research methods course, I don't know, a social psychology course. So yeah, hang on to it, build on it, look at my comments and suggestions. I think they'll help you. The other thing that I took off points for was if you didn't separate your paper into separate categories, and they need to be distinct, clearly defined categories: introduction, coding, analysis, conclusion. If you did a reference section, that too. Speaking of reference section, I didn't grade off for it one way or another. If you did one or you didn't do one, I didn't grade off for it, but a few of you did a reference section, and that's fine. It's always good. But what I wanted to add was, don't forget to include your textbook in the reference section. I mean, let's face it, that's where you got a lot of the material out of Chapter 5. So, don't hesitate to use the textbook for reference. Let's see, what else have I got here? The term paper. A few of you have sent me emails saying you can't find it or you can't get it to pull up. And I'm not sure why you're still having this problem. I thought I had it fixed. I went in there and looked at it. I've consulted with the people at Canvas. You should be able to access it. Now, I know I had it in a later module, and that's my fault. So I think I've got that fixed. But one way you should be able to access it is to go over to the left side of the Canvas page, see where it says Assignments, click on Assignments, go all the way down, scroll all the way down, you'll see a tab that says either Term Paper or Term Paper Due. Click on that, and then this way you should be able to see the term paper there. Now, the last thing I want, and if you're still not able to access it, please send me an email and I will fix it one way or another. But you should be able to at this point. I think a few of you have told me that you have been able to find it, that it is working for you. Lastly, let me say this: whether it has to do with your term paper, an exam, any assignment that uses a rubric, be sure you check not only the assignment guidelines, but pull up that rubric, take a look at it, and then before you hit that submit button on your assignment, make sure you've covered every item in the rubric. This way, I mean, that's what we use for grading. I grade directly off of that rubric. So if something's missing or something is there, isn't there, whatever, that's how we score. And that pertains, I would assume, to all of your instructors, professors who are using rubrics in their assignments. Well, that's all I have for you today. Hope you all have a wonderful Wednesday and make the most of your week. Not too bad this week. It's just, again, we go back to our normal routine. You have your discussion, you have your quiz, but also take a look at that term paper. Don't wait until the last minute to start working on it. Like I've always tell students, work on it a little bit each day. You'll find it much easier that way. So anyway, have a wonderful week, and I will talk to all you good people very soon. Thanks. Bye.